So I thought instead of giving a individual tank look today, I thought I'd give you some idea of where I keep my tanks, because I have them all over the place. So here is my 36 gallon guppy tank, my males. They're all doing quite well, although I'm not sure if I've lost a Corey. I can only ever see 2 at a time, but I found no bodies or anything. It's nearing food time, so that's why they're all going absolutely mental. And then out here, which is my lanai, in this corner, which is always in shade, I plan to place my 120 gallon outside patio pond and see how that goes. I have to be very careful. We're partially screening the room off. We have an awful lot of wading birds here. We have cranes, and they always come into my patio to eat any spiders or flies they find. So I'm going to put a screen on most of it, but I'm also going to cover the top of the pond, so only like mosquito larvae can be in there. We do have a lot of rather large dragonflies, and I have heard that dragonfly larvae can be quite dangerous to fish, so I don't know. I have to look that one up. Anyway, from there we go over to my 65 gallon. They're in wake up mode, so it's not very bright yet. I haven't turned the main light on. So once I do that, they go absolutely mad because they know it's food time. Everybody in here is doing really, really well. And then next to that is my holding tank, or my guppy breeding tank. At the moment I'm waiting for some babies from these. See what they turn out to be like. And then you will have to excuse the washing up. And then we go to my 3.5 gallon, which has my Endler and his 2 guppy girlfriends. They've just had babies. The babies are way too small to see. There is one out there swimming, but I really don't think you're going to be able to see him. But they've had the tiniest babies, so I am really hoping they are Endlers. Guppy hybrids. And from there we go into the kitchen, where I have my grow out guppy tank. This is where I grow my babies. I've got them from a month old to about 4 months. I think they're already starting to breed. The little male has discovered females today, I think, and he started to bother them. But I've not lost any of my babies, so I'm quite pleased about that. And then from there we go into my office. Now I don't have a tank in here at the moment. Well, I do have tanks actually, but my husband makes military models. I don't like to tell him, but he does a very good job of it. And so I have tanks in here. But I have a space. So I'm really thinking about putting my 2 10 gallons in here, so that when I play my computer games, this is where Minecraft magic happens. I make cities and villages for my grandkids, and it would be nice for me to be able to sit and watch some of my fish. There's Paddington. He's about 38 years old now, a bit moth-eaten. And from there we go into my living area. I really didn't want to put fish in here, but my husband really liked this tank, and seeing as he puts up with me spending his money on fish, we decided that let's get this little tank and put it in here. Right now it's cycled, but I'm kind of aging it with one of my male guppies and actually 3 of his babies. I am hoping to mate him with the 2 females in there to try to get darker guppies. I'm not sure how I'm going to end up decorating this tank. The plants in them are from Aquarium Co-op, and they're actually quarantining in here, and they did have snails on them, but he does warn you that on his website. I quite like the little snails, so I've left them in there, but I am thinking at some point of putting a pea puffer in here, a dwarf pea puffer, so I'm playing with that idea. I'm thinking maybe doing a tank with Buddha in. My room at the moment is full of Egyptian gods and other things from different religions around the world, and I don't have Buddha in here, he's in the other room, so maybe I'll put him in here and make it a jungle. I think the little pea puffer would do quite well. So that's all of my tanks where they are. So now when you watch my videos, you better say and know the layout.